It's the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you into Paycor Stadium on the riverfront here in Cincinnati. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Gun. Shot.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
11.
Now Burrow on first down. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. They start the drive with Abdullah. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
O'Connell to throw on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
O'Connell from the gun on 3rd down. Throw out wide is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34.
12. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11 MT. Tape. 11 MT.
Here's Burrow. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Now, how about that?
Here we go.
Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
11.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tim Patrick, 41 yards. And the Bengals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You've just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. There they begin the drive with Abdullah. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Lead as well now to punt this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at about the 28. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Fine, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now it's Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there and a Bengal first.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Burrow on play action, rolling to his right. He's got his man in the crossing route. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 27.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, tank. 11 MT, tank. 11, 11, 11.
Burrow will throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
11 Thomas.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take over once again. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Here's O'Connell again on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now it's O'Connell. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. His first half struggles continue. He has yet to complete a pass. Hard to believe.
It is, because I don't see anything wrong with him physically. Maybe he's a little amped up to begin with. Would have thought he would have settled down by now. I think someone's got to get in his ear, got to be a psychologist a little bit, and get him back on track.
Now O'Connell. He hits Adams complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. 21-0 our score after one. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And O'Connell now to throw. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. Running from the gun, it's Abdullah. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. O'Connell. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Patrick. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
12, 12, 12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On first down, Abdullah able to slither by and able to get this to the 31.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, O'Connell. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Right back to Brown. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Steps away to his left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
11 MT tight. 11, 11, 11.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow flushed out right. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11. Let's get that touch. 11, 11, 11.
Now Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it is 28-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To throw here, O'Connell. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Gun. Stop. 12. Stop.
First down. Here's Burrow. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. Being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
O'Connell looking to throw on first. Shoves him aside. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
O'Connell quick out wide and complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Throwing, O'Connell. Touchdown Raiders. Jakobi Meyers. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders get a bit closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
On second down, here's Burrow. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
12.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. O'Connell on 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. O'Connell now off the bootleg. And it's complete to Adams. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here's O'Connell. And he's got it. Touchdown. Austin Hooper. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. O'Connell's throwing for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
12. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Flush to it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Brown. 64 yards rushing for him now to this point. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Montgomery will look underneath and finds Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
19 tight. 19 tight.
To throw on second down. Montgomery escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Operating from the gun, Montgomery. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
18 Rattler. 79 Broncos.
Off the play fake, Montgomery. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing on first down, O'Connell. He hits Adams complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there, and they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run here. Abdullah, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amir Abdullah, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year, and the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before when you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay. It's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to patch together a good drive right here and now.
As defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Here's Brown on second down. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 95 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This is Brown going up the middle. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll give this up the middle to Brown.
And he will have a Bengals first down, and it's celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say,